Hey everyone, this is Louis7 and I'm streaming Lord of the Rings Online back to my Lore Master. I would say I'm continuing where I left off yesterday, but I kinda didn't really end up in the middle of anything last time. I do have this Homnanigans thing I want to decline. And of course, as usual, I need to turn my YouTube playback quality down so it doesn't use up all my bandwidth. Now I can get going, but I will be starting a new zone. I did get my new outfit, which you just saw there in the beginning. And I have found out that the auction house is quite noisy. There's a lot of background noise, like chatter in the game. It's kind of something I just never really noticed before, but I was on this, setting up the stream, and I noticed that. I think last time I actually ended up in Rivendell, which is where I need to go right back to. But I came to the auction house to set up my outfit. I put some of the stuff, I should put some of the stuff in my shared storage and vault. But yeah, I did some of the stuff for my outfit and the wardrobe here is why I wanted to go to Bree. I do want to put as much as I could fit in my shared storage at least, and then hopefully I'm going to try to put every crafting item. I don't know if I can because I have 70 out of 70 slots, but anything I can put into this, and I never did, that just reminded me, I never did actually get to the crafting that I think I talked about doing on this character, finishing the master tier. That's not something that's like too big of a deal. I would like to get rid of some of the stuff, at least the artisan stuff would be really nice to get rid of. I am cleaning my inventory up a decent bit here, and then I'll put some of like all that gear I have locked in my vault, and I might actually have to buy some more spaces. Should have done this before I started the stream, but I just opened my inventory. I was like, oh yeah, it's kind of a big mess here. What do I want? My vault? Yeah. Need to add some space. Don't mind spending that much money to add some space, especially for this character. So, I do want to try and keep this stuff somewhat organized, but I don't really... Oh yeah, I have that. I have some extra cosmetic stuff. So the cosmetic outfits, I'll get to that in a little bit, but just a little spoiler is I don't really like them too much, to be honest. Okay, got most of the main stuff I want up in there, I guess. This stuff needs to go to the shared storage, a lot of that stuff there, but we'll keep it where it is for now. And there, just, I kind of want to have this organized better, but guess these weapons, they would be kind of in this cosmetic section. And any of the set items I do want to keep. It looks like my storage is getting full pretty quickly. Actually, I did get, yeah, I did get everything I wanted to put up there. And I don't want, oh, that's actually a kind of neat looking staff. I don't know if I knew that's what that looked like. Guess we will be spending the 2 gold on that. Just had one more item. Just want to double check it is one more item. Yeah, I could put, just because I have the space, I could put these power potions since I never use those. There we go. Got that organized unplanningly at the start of this. But yeah, the outfits, I didn't, once I actually like got, I guess, dying and organizing this stuff, I ended up buying from the skirmish camp, which was that robe I talked about at the end of the last stream. I did just end up buying that. Could have put that cloak in my shared storage and these maps, I guess. But these maps, they're kind of convenient to travel if I actually think about using them when I need to travel. So yeah, the cosmetics, we'll get a better look at that once I actually get to my destination. But overall, they're not looking too good to me. I got a few different dyes and dyed the robe you're seeing right now. I dyed that, I think, red and green, and it didn't really look good in either. Also doesn't look that great in blue to me, but it was kind of something different, the blue and the blue hat. But yeah, I don't really like the texture features of the robe and just the set in general. It's on all the pieces. And it looks like, no, I have the right gloves there. It's just kind of hard to see, and they're a little bit green. And I also don't really like that kind of sea greenish look you can see at the bottom and on the gloves. And on the shoes a little bit, but it doesn't look too bad on those. And then I have this set, which I think looks better, but it still doesn't look great. It's kind of, actually uses a comfortable robe. Then I have something that actually looks kind of decent, but at the same time I don't think is all that interesting. And I also, that reminds me, I looked on the auction house for some cosmetic items because I thought, you know, that would probably have some stuff. And whenever I try to inspect anything, it would like come up with the default look, I guess, a baseline. Like everything looked like this cloak, and some of the other pieces I think looked like, I think my hat, no. There was some other piece that I thought just kept, it might have been the shoulder pads that just kept looking like what I already had equipped, but that's all I pretty much looked was the cloak, and because I was looking for cloaks to go with the robe, and I really feel like that one needs a cloak after walking around with it a little bit. And even kind of the same with this one, even though this one I kind of like, but it's not really something I want to use. It's just an option I have. We want to go to Gwingris, I think. Or is it Eregion? And I'm pretty sure it's Gwingris we want to go to at the start. Yeah, Gwingris. So, yeah, I have this red one, which I kind of like, but it's kind of a standard boring outfit and doesn't have too much to it besides being pretty red. And the hat doesn't match too well. It's just the cloak and the hauberk match. I think it's like flame touched and flames of the deep. And then my scholar's hat, and I did get brushed leather boots from the skirmish camp, but I pretty much just went with the skirmish camp options. I could have looked a little bit deeper at other cosmetic sets, but I was getting pretty tired and wanted to get that just to have a few options. But yeah, it didn't turn out all that exciting. I might check crafted gear, which I actually meant to make this character once again. Probably some of the pieces, like my gloves, are probably better than anything I'll be able to craft. But I still wouldn't mind having the set, even just for having a specific set of cosmetic items to use. I don't know what the level 45 set looks like, though. Let's see, get these quests. I know I'm going to be a bit under level. I'm kind of concerned if I do a ton of questing without doing other events and instances that I won't get level 50 from this zone, just because there's a lot to Eregion, but there's also, at least the way it used to be, it's been a while since I've actually done this, and they've changed XP and stuff like that. Used to not get enough XP, but I think the last time I did it, I got way more than I used to doing this zone, and instead of 3 levels, I think I ended up getting like 5 or 6 levels just from this zone, which was kind of crazy. I think I was doing that on my Runekeeper. I started, if I remember correctly, I started early at like 46-ish, maybe 47, don't think 45. Pretty sure it was 46 actually, now that I'm remembering, but yeah, I got to level 51, maybe 52, but yeah, 5-6 levels or so from this zone, which is a lot, and that would be enough to get me level 50 to the cap and ready for Moria, but also the 60%, I don't know how that will affect, and again, I do plan to run some other things, so I have a messy quest log here. But I do only have 5 quests here in Eregion, and I actually need to blow my nose. I don't know if y'all can hear it, but it's kind of bothering me. It wasn't until I started talking and doing this. Okay, sorry about that, and I am back, but yeah, I need to probably summon a pet and see exactly what I need to do. I know I need to go kind of to this east, and I think there's a brigand camp? Half-orcs, that's what I need to defeat. So, today we are going to start focusing on deeds again, because I'll actually be killing a couple things. I think I want Burning Ember Pulses? Not really. I don't want... Eventually you would want Fierce Lightning. I don't want that right now. costs too many points for what little it gives. Upgrading 2 Burning Embers dots, I don't get 2 dots up enough where that's ever worth doing, I think. So we'll get Slow Burn because I will want Dry Kindling. Didn't even get 1 Burning Embers dot on him. And I never summoned my Link Switch, I thought I did. I know the general skills I have to do for my deeds, but I kinda... Well, I guess I can just go ahead and switch to guitar with this thing and mess up my whole skill bar just to spam these 2 skills, basically. Ring Lore of Eregion. Wow, I got 13 silver from that tree. Surprised a tree even has money, first of all. And that is a lot of money. Really having no issues with gold anymore. I know I was when I was working on crafting when the server more was just starting out, I guess. But now that it's been out a while and I'm getting caught behind with some things. Not gold, not getting caught behind with that. Not gold or crafting, but getting caught behind with leveling and leveling my alts. I don't know, I don't think I need to focus on these guys too much. I think I can find a lot of them if I actually go searching for these type of mobs, but just while I see them along the way here. And I don't think I actually mentioned this. I might have briefly mentioned it, but Eregion is one of my favorite zones, so I'm really excited to be doing it again on Anor. With the legendary server, that experience and the minus 40% XP debuff. I think that'll be fun, and just also fun to go through again, and my lore master can solo some more difficult stuff, and there are some group quests. I think I even have a small fellowship quest right now. A Foul Wood, which is just these signatures, the Huorns and the little Bog Guardian things. But that does lead to something more difficult, which I should be able to solo, and you know, I might just run into somebody and end up doing it. I don't know if I need to defeat these fireflies, maybe they count towards a deed or something. Doesn't even look like a deed, but we'll tap it along the way. I'm just spamming 8 and 9 right now, getting progress on those deeds. Here are the half-orcs from the Dunlending. These are... No, it's like, I don't think these are half-orcs, but... Yeah, these are the actual full man Dunlendings. Dunlending Slayer. These guys do count for my like Leaf and Twig or whatever those book pages deeds are. Leaf and Twig. Book of Beasts, and I think Lord of the Blade Eregion will give me all the ones that look like that I need for these. And I think these each actually give me a class trait point, which is pretty significant. I was gonna say I think if I do all 3 of them I get 1 class trait point, but that's a lot more. So we'll see if this does progress. It says when I hover over them it looks like all 3 of them count. I don't know how slowly or how quickly I'll get these, but it'd be nice to get that done pretty quickly and get 3 trait points. I'm still like 12 away from the maximum you could have on the legendary server right now. See, I still haven't found any half-orcs. I thought they were in this area. I guess it's just Dunlending. I'm kind of just wandering around aimlessly, though. I don't mind exploring this place in my red outfit a little bit. We even have some Huorns and the Holly Tenders right here. I don't know the last time I actually used another skill than 8 and 9 here. But we'll go ahead and use some other things. I think Lightning Strike is actually one I needed to use. Should probably use Blinding Flash and draw power. I also might actually be able to get Knowledge of Cures. I don't know if I can finish that, but I want to try to get to the limit on that if I can. That would be nice. Just because it is one that's so close to being complete. But those are ones, if I ever actually think about it or log on this character, when I think about it, there are ones I can spam, like Share the Power and Light of Hope. Kind of spam that has a 30-second cooldown, Light of Hope. But something I can just do like off stream on this character, just to get some progress on those, have my pet out and just basically keep using those over and over again. Where do I need to go? I'm kind of at this purple thing. I guess that's just a Foulwood quest. I do need to go southeast to Egg Collector. And then I should find some of the other things I need along the way. So Egg Collector is Half Orcs. Okay. That's actually way down in that specific area. Should probably, yeah, I was gonna say I think you might get some quests like this in Eregion where you have to actually, you kill some mobs and they drop quest items like that one to turn in. I don't think they lead to any significant chains, but this will daze him. It is something to check for and make sure I kill like all the mobs. I don't know if there's anything in these areas that I need to look on the ground for. It's actually been long enough that I don't really remember. Because the last time I did do Eregion, that would have been... I know who it was my Runekeeper that I was leveling on Arkenstone. Trying to think when that was, maybe 3 years ago, yeah, probably 3 years ago at least. I need to defeat the Carbane. Guess I just saw the crafting note on the minimap. I guess I'm tracking the black ash wood is pretty good for what I need on my ults. Can't even see them. Oh, there they are. I've also been talking about a lot of things, but I never talked about all I plan to do in the stream, I don't think. So now that we're a good way through it, almost 20 minutes, I plan to start Eregion, which we've already started. But I probably won't do that many quests because I got started with this stream so late. And one reason I just got around to actually doing the stream, I still wanted to do it even if it might be a little bit shorter stream like the last one. But normally I'm like, I don't know, this isn't too late for me, but kind of winding down now. If I was already streaming, it wouldn't be too bad, but to do like a normal length stream, I definitely want to start this late. And most of my streams I try to start like either 8 o'clock is a decent start time, I think, or trying to finish the stream around 9, which would mean starting around 6 or 7. And this one I started at 9:30, or actually a few minutes late, because I still had to work on like the title and description and thumbnail and actually logging into the game and setting up the stream. So here are the half orcs. I'll have to go back here a few times, but these guys are the half orcs. There's a signature right here. I can use Lightning Storm. Basically make this easy mode and then focus on the skills I need for the deeds a little bit. But anyway, my whole point of that rambling was that this stream probably won't be too long again. And I might even just do one quest set. I don't know, my fire alarms went off. There wasn't a fire or anything, but the fire alarms went off mistakenly. And they were really loud and it woke me up in the middle of the night. So it's kind of up late in that way, so I'm not really more used to staying up late kind of in that cycle. Which I honestly don't like, but I find as far as like streaming, since I usually do it in the evening, I find it a convenient time to stream. And usually, at least when I'm kind of doing it multiple days in a row and they actually pick up and I in general have more viewers and just a livelier chat, when I do streams. Not this late again, but just in this general evening time when I was doing them more consistently. Now it's been more sporadic, even though I did one yesterday, and it probably doesn't help as far as my channel goes that I'm doing. I'm kind of talking about this because I only have, it looks like, you know, I should probably refresh the page. It says 3 waiting instead of watching now. So it looks like 5 are watching now, and the stream's doing better than I thought. So I thought 3 people were watching the whole time, and 5, I mean, that's still like 2 more. It's almost double. But yeah, that's more normal for this time. Sometimes I get up. Some streams just randomly go up to like in the teens, and those ones are always fun. But yeah, I was talking about that because this one did have fewer. Once I actually get back to doing it more consistently, that should go up a little bit. I think like last time. Which would be, I guess, earlier last month, because it is February now. Whoa, I'm about to die. I don't know if I've just been not paying attention. It looks like those are some kind of serious bleeds. There are 2 of them ticking almost 500 each tick. Well, each tick combined. Then with my mitigations, basically does a little bit less. I do not know who Ral is, but they'll get a hello. So we made it down to the half orcs though. I don't remember actually going that far, and we did make it. Feel like, I don't know if I'm upgrading when I upgrade the burning embers, if it's not replacing the original dot or what's going on with that, but I keep applying. Okay, that one just turned into searing embers. I don't know. Yeah, okay, maybe I'm just casting burning embers again and not really paying attention. I know I need... Okay, I guess I don't need worm eggs. I thought I needed something else with the worms. Or do I? No, I remember I got this quest at one other stop tracking, but that's just the company's path. That company's path, that's probably where I actually needed to, like, a more standard way to enter this half-orc area instead of the way I did. How many more do we need? Just 4 more half-orcs? These quests are pretty fun because I only have to kill things, so I can just kind of wander around and not really pay attention at all like I'm doing. Okay, that should be plenty of mobs to get caught in a storm. Yeah, I'm gonna have to worry a little bit about my survivability here. Oh, I do. Yeah, those... I know it's not just the dot, I pulled a lot of mobs, so I should actually use my wound remover. I expect to take a bit more damage, but I was being a little bit too careless there. I know, like, I just assumed lightning storm would kill him, I guess, which was not the correct assumption. Actually, I don't want to use that. That costs morale. You can attack him. It's kind of annoying the pets once I even attack him out of the days, he doesn't attack there. There was something I thought I was talking about before I distracted myself. I did get another quest item that is just a turn in again. Ancient vase. Make sure that's not a quest item. It's just this color item. Pim bar. Well, I know I needed to defeat a lot of worms. This one doesn't even count as a worm, even though he is a worm. Should probably check my deed progress here in a couple minutes. It's pretty easy to get these to the daily limit if I'm just spamming them as I see mobs. While I'm thinking about it, we'll go ahead and use healer. Inner flame, sign of power command. Yeah, that one's already at the cap. That one's 137 out of 150. It's pretty good when I actually put it there and keep using it. Probably getting close to the cap then on the other one. I'm not really worried about the other one, Fire Lore. Yeah, that one's... I actually just use Wizard's Fire instead of Silent Battle Wizard's Fire since they changed that, but yeah, those ones I get done pretty easy just because it's really convenient to just basically tap those 2 instant skills while running around and letting my cat kill everything. The ones I more need to, I guess, focus on would be Draw Power here, Blinding Flash, which are... Draw Power, that one I use anyway, but even something else like Wind Lore I also don't use, as well as Blinding Flash is annoying because it dazes the enemy, even though sometimes it's a useful skill to use, just not for like getting quick deed progress. Could probably, I don't know what my graphic settings are on. Model, material. It looks like I have everything here on high. I don't really want fill distance any higher, just because I personally don't like it. I guess the distance doesn't need to be that low. Honestly, I could go for a little bit less density than it even is now. 50 might be better, 40 might be better, but I might be able to turn the distance a little bit higher on that. I don't know how much that actually increases the distance. We have to wait for it to load. I'm not having any performance issues at all this zone. I run pretty well in, which might just be another reason I like it, but it might be some of the DX11, like the ambient occlusions. That's one reason kind of the very large distance in LOTRO doesn't look that great for me. Yeah, the frills going up to there isn't too bad. I like the lower density a lot better. Not really seeing anything for a far out landscape to make it look a little bit better. I think Distant Imposters would be the main one, but I need to run DX11, which does not work well with LOTRO. And doesn't work well with LOTRO and me. What are we doing even? We're just killing worms, I guess, and any of the little crows I see. One idealism. Wait, what? You get +2 innocence, 1 hour duration, cooldown 1 hour. That's kind of weird items. Temporary buff to virtues. I just realized I also don't have my audio. You all should be able to hear it, but I actually... There we go. I've been able to hear it that well this whole time. Don't think I need boars for anything, but it's the first one I've seen, so I should go ahead and kill it. See if it gives me a quest item. Guess I could put Wind Lore down there. That's one I do need to use a little bit more. Don't see any... Yeah, I don't have any quest items, I don't think. I use the only 2 I have, the satchel and the axe. At some point I want to switch to the blue line again, because this is kind of for the distant future. I was thinking about doing just a build guide I could do after some of the ones I've been working on. I could do Blue Line Lore Master, because that's another popular Lore Master spec, and I was using it at lower levels. It's just Red Line started killing faster. I don't really have to worry as much about my pet being strong now as I used to. But it's something I could look back on and see how useful it is compared to Redline. and just to familiarize myself with the spec a little bit more. But some of that I would actually do on my high level character, but as far as like the leveling aspect goes, that's why I like, besides just having low level characters as alts, why I like having them to do stuff like that. Finding a lot of the craymen, but not any worms. Oh, there's a worm right there. I don't know, it might just be late. I'm not paying well enough attention to actually see anything. There are 2 worms right here. I've also gotten, I don't know what made me just think of this, but a lot of subscribers recently. In like the past few days I've gotten, because when I started streaming with the making videos about the legendary server before I even started streaming it, before it was released, I saw a big jump in subscribers. And then really when I started streaming it, I saw a pretty, what am I trying to think of? I saw a big jump, but it was kind of a long-term spread out big jump. Just consistently more subscribers. And then it kind of, as expected, with me not really making videos at the end of December and even early January, died off a little bit to normal values, but now it's back up again. Kind of the point of that was, if anybody is a new subscriber, thank you all for subscribing. It's been, as I said, it jumped up again. I don't know how many I've gotten like the past few days, but a couple of days I've gotten like 10 subscribers, which are pretty big days for me as far as my channel growth. I still need some of these holly tenders. I guess that's all I need, 6 more holly tenders and 3 more Hjorns. For some reason I thought I defeated more than 2 of those guys before. See them all around at least. Windlore wouldn't be so bad, even with the kind of longish cooldown if I could use it while moving. I really need to also pay attention to these debuffs I almost died from. Not paying attention, I need to use knowledge of cure. Anyway, try to get through these hiccups. Probably doesn't help, I like ate a pretty big meal before I started this stream. I don't know if a meal is even the right thing to call it. It's more of a pretty big snack that was like meal size. BG, Bear Golaran. Why do I keep trying to do fellowship? We might be doing that. Because I mentioned this last stream, I want to try and join any events that I can do to help with the XP, but just for fun as well. Now that I can do like level 50 stuff, that's going to be pretty fun. I do need to probably join Discord here. You all shouldn't see any change. I might I'll probably be talking to them, but you all shouldn't see any changes. It's gonna be basically every time I do anything with my kin in a group like this and join their Discord chat. Yeah, they're in it. Why can't I find their server? There it is. Okay. I join this way. Okay, yeah, I do have push to talk on. Always want to make sure that that is actually on, and now I want to try and join them and switch. I want to switch the audio so you all can still hear the in-game audio and don't have to like hear nothing besides me talking. Where do we do that? We're gonna put it on VX something or other here. I think that's just whatever it calls my monitor. Okay, we should be good here, and I'm gonna make sure this is getting in-game audio. Okay. Okay, sorry, that just took a minute to set up, but I'm in and everything's set up here. I'm trying to remember which one's Baird Gularan. Might even be one I've never run. I think that's what they mean by BG. Because I can't actually see on this what it is. Is this a fully can run? I recognize... The only ones I recognize were Jamie, Bad Hat Mary, and Annie. Horn of Anor. It's the horn of this server, I guess. I have no idea what he's talking about in the chat. Our Ken's like... It's pretty huge. We have a ton of officers on. Looks like somebody's also running Rift. A few of them. So yeah, they're still getting things set up, so I'm just trying to quest here and... Sorry, this is... So I don't know if I've actually ever run this instance. Is that related to this? Sorry, I'm just not sure what you're talking about. Okay. Okay. So apparently I have to use an item at a specific location on the last boss. And yeah, this instance, I'm really surprised I never actually got into running Baird Gularan. This is kind of, pretty sure this is an Ingmar instance. Might have, it just doesn't look familiar. I might have seen some videos even on it or something. But for being a big instance, I want to think I would have ventured in here sometime. But a good first time is with Ken. But it sounds like I'll have to use one of those items that he was talking about in chat here. Staff of Dark Shadows and stand in a specific spot or we wipe. It's kind of a big task to lay on me, but we'll see if that works. I have so many rep items and I just don't... Especially the Matham Society, that rep is like horrible. Got my first essence. This might actually, well, it's agility, so it's not going to probably be worth that much. Surprised it let me just join instead of them having to recreate it, because I cannot see Baird Gularan anywhere here. I'm also kind of glad I didn't have to discover it. That might have taken a little bit. But I guess we'll just sit here. I think we're going to have fun with this title. I'm going to just add and BG. Might actually, it's about getting close to the time I could eat the marrow brief safely. Instead of just letting it sit in my inventory. If somebody heals me, it's not really an issue, definitely anymore. They don't need to worry about healing more than 540 every 2 seconds. I do have a little bit of health to spare. Yeah, my inventory, it's actually probably a good time to go ahead and clean it up a little bit while we're doing some whatever type of stuff preparing. Like it also probably doesn't help that I'm kind of tired and streaming, have this instance to distract me and all that stuff, but we'll get through it. Ooh, do I want to? Of course, all the ones I've looted are the ones I didn't even need, but I already guess we're ready. Oh, they're setting up our fellowship maneuver. To anyone that doesn't know, green, red, blue. But he loves fellowship maneuvers. They're kind of fun when you actually do a combination like that. Oh, we're... Okay. So it looks like I am doing red, so that's pretty easy. Hope these guys, I almost feel like there's going to be a fire thing. Yeah, reflect 25% of shadow damage. So I might need to watch myself a little bit. And watch my fire damage on these guys. What? There we go. New deed. I wonder if lore the enemy, I don't think that would be a class deed. But it sounds like a class deed because I'm a lore master. Don't think it is. I could probably, this would be actually kind of convenient time for me to switch to yellow line, I think, because I am low level. I don't know, my pet did 1,000 damage there, so I don't think it's going to be like way bad damage wise. I think, yeah, Moral Seal. Morsorial? I don't know how to say his name. I'll just call him Morsorial. He was starting to take some of that reflected damage there. And he actually had traded the setting the ground on fire with Lightning Storm. I don't know if that'll be something I will end up getting in the server. Or not in the server, but at least while it's the level 50 cap. Red? Oh, face the target? Thought I was. I guess he was the mob to the right. Oh, this is the guy we ran with the Lore Master before. We did a Numenos with him. He was, I remember Franklin, his bear, more than I actually remember the LM. Kind of excited to see how much XP I get though. And it's also nice getting all this loot, to be honest. Yep, I'm just gonna take some damage here. Get some wind lore going. New deed, allies of the enemy. Definitely want to kill allies of the enemy. Or... oh, so many loot boxes. Here's a box. There's a Gularan compendium. This instance isn't too bad so far. I mean, we haven't really done much. We're kind of just... I don't know. I would consider this kind of exploring the instance, but we're going through it. Just killing some of these trash mobs. And that's one thing about like in-game LOTRO on the regular servers is these types of fights seem to take so long. It's just really boring to me. I don't know, this other lore master doesn't seem too concerned with the fire reflect, but I'm a little bit more concerned. I don't know if because I'm lower level, but I'd be doing less damage than him. And I think it was reflect 25% damage. What? Mellow, Mork, Scroll of Ruin, Mellow, Horn of Anor, and a Staff. Okay. Doesn't look like I have to worry about anything. Champion. Oh, we defeated. Okay. Destroyed a pun. Looks. Yeah, he was talking about us having to pass on the scrolls and stuff, but we all got the Scroll of Ruin. These are actually BOE items. Frost Edge. The Frost Edge, that matches my outfit. That's like a... That's a runestone I'd want a Runekeeper if I were actually that. Usually I don't really think of their cosmetics, and that's weird for it being a Frost one to be so red like that. Castellan Wisdom. Unseen Elite Master. Well, he's going to be stuck in some sticky tar. I'm going to be a good lore master and use draw power. So is this dude, so he's reflect 25% of shadow damage. So does he only reflect shadow damage? I don't know, but we defeated him. I know. Red? Almost got the fellowship maneuver. Yeah, this instance is pretty easy. I'm not even... I mean, I know we're still working to kill these mobs, but I'm not really doing too much. I don't... I'll wait for them to loot that chest. I'll roll on the potion, pass on those. I don't know, I'm going to roll on one of them and see. I don't know if I should roll or pass, to be honest. Yeah, it looks like they're all rolling. Okay. Because that stuff I didn't need, so I would pass, but even for cosmetics, some of this stuff might be kind of neat. That shirt's actually... It could match with something. So that wasn't the last boss. He kind of looked like a last boss. But he was pretty easy if he was that type of boss. Not much to his fight. And we had to actually use this items on the last boss, it looks like. So these mobs, now they aren't dropping any items, it looks like. The ones before at the start of the instance were. Got so many BOE items. That's a neat looking shield that could match with something. Staff of the Dark Shadows, I wish I could equip that. Probably actually has some good stats. Probably seem like such a bad lore master to this other lore master because I'm using all these useless skills, but I want my deed progress and we're still killing the mobs out. I mean, something like wind lore plus 1% incoming damage isn't like totally useless. Lightning Strike, make sure I get that deed progress. We'll check on them a little bit. I know I can use these all the time, but I think when I'm grouped, I actually think about using Share the Power and Light of Hope more because I can get some use out of them. Light of Hope starting to become more and more useless the higher level I get because it heals so little, and Share the Power has honestly been pretty much useless this whole time. It's probably not as bad as I make it out to be. About looks like 5 to 10% of maximum power. I think so. I don't really recognize much of this. Okay, so So it sounds like this instance used to be hard to get to. Now that you can just launch it on the Finder, people run it more, I guess. So we have maxed out Light of Hope. We're not really getting the fellowship maneuvers down. I'm just sitting here using Storm Lore on these little mobs. Or not Storm Lore, Wind Lore. Storm Lore would be a little bit more useful because it would stun them. And just using Power of Knowledge for my DPS. It looks like I don't want to stand in that fire. Maybe I do. Let's see what it does. 162 every 2 seconds. Yeah, I think we'll stay over here out of the fire. This would actually be a nice mob to get a screenshot of if he would stop with his text there. Yeah, well, he wasn't actually, or well, I guess I wasn't targeting him. That could have been a nice screenshot. We got, okay, that's actually, I don't know if that's an upgrade. That's a neat looking staff, but I don't know if it will be an upgrade. So it looks like this will be the last boss, a Nemesis, and then a Late Master. It'd be kind of nice if I got quests for this instance, just for some sort of completion. It would make this a bit more rewarding. I mean, I'm getting loot and still getting XP, but it would make it a bit more rewarding overall. I don't even think I don't have to do anything, so this is kind of nice. 30,000. Sounds like that guy. Does a 30k heal. This key opens the chest found within the solar and barrier. I don't know, they're missing an item. I only have 2 of them, we need 3 of them. Some new deeds. Defeat the dead. I need to defeat 1 more dead. I don't. That one's Ancient Evil. Unless these guys summon ads, I don't think I'll get progress on that. Or progress on that. Finish it. Just have to run it more times. Fornost. Oh, just Shadows being more instances. I was wondering, like, okay, Fornost, that's not really this. Barret Gul'Ran, and it looks like collect the Gul'Ran scroll. I'd hope that's in this room, unless I just missed it. Maybe we didn't pass it. That'd be 10 LOTRO points for finishing that, and I forgot I still need to actually finish Fornost. I never killed the very last boss I could get. I don't know, I don't think I would do the challenge because have to run that at max level. Assume level 50 works on the legendary server. Same with this one, probably challenge. I was gonna say that'd be an easy 120 medallions, but I need to do the challenge of all 4 wings, which would still be, in the end, 160 medallions for all 4. Yeah, we're waiting for that guy to try and get the horn. I don't know if he will. That was the one we rolled to not get. I'm kind of just sitting here, not doing much. My outfit actually matches this instance. It's pretty red. Perfect time for me to actually spam my stuff here while we're just sitting here. We'll get some deed progress here, but I have awareness of the body. That one's just using wisdom of the council. You know that one. So he got his horn of Anor. And we're making some slow progress on these deeds. Don't need those. Fortunately, I wish they were some items I could use. Share the power, light of hope. I assume, yeah, it looks like he has better boots. I was just thinking my heavy armor boots, Guardian might be able to use it. Don't really see any items I have that maybe they could use. Just I've gotten a lot of BOEs here, but they don't look overall too useful compared to some other items like these crafted jewelries and crafted heavy armor as well. Oh, I'm not AFK. I'm supposedly here. I'm just DPSing. The stream with doing Baragol Arenas ending up actually being a normal length stream, so that's not too bad for you all. I was just planning on doing that quest set and being done, to be honest. It was going to be pretty short, but I still wanted to get it in, but we got at least something going on, even if it does take a little bit for me to get these set up and kind of just sit there being quiet while I get used to actually having to listen to them on the Discord and talk at the same time. Like, Jimmy's just talking in the Discord right now about this boss fight, and I'm like talking over him. But I am I've got to doing it a few times now, better listening while I'm talking here on the stream, but it's still kind of weird me talking about while they're talking, basically. But it sounds like you put some poison dots on us that I might want to watch out for. I do have Wisdom of the Council, which I do want to use. Keep clicking these. I need to get some progress on these. Ooh, we're getting some good progress on healer here. Got it up, like, probably used it 12 times today, it looks like. And Bad Hat Mary, she should have a ton of power and morale and be pretty cured after this. Let's see. All those cooldowns finish at basically the same time. We're just like slowly sitting here getting ready to start this boss fight. I feel like he's just gonna die like so quick, and it's gonna be kind of spending all this time and he's just gonna die super quick, but maybe not. I guess today's Friday, so I guess it is the Kin event night. I don't know if this would be part of it, but they usually start that like 2 hours before now, so this might just be something they're running afterwards. I don't know what they ended up doing today. There's the... Wait, who I need to be killing? Okay, so we need to stand on Jamie here. Oh, I thought that set of like Leaf and Twig, one of the ones got me a whole class trait point. I'll try to be a little bit more useful and use like, at least use draw power. There's our lovely train horn. Can't have a stream without it. What did I get? Writ of Special Passage. Probably honestly try to sell that because for me there's nothing. I guess all known. You have to already have the travel route as known. It's kind of the problem with that. Do you actually have to daze an enemy when you use Blinding Flash? Oh no, Mello died. I'm trying to do some stuff here, but he's 6 levels higher than me. He's gonna deflect a lot of my stuff. We'll just give the healer some more alpha herself. Ooh, I can use Knowledge of Cures. I'm being somewhat useful here. He defeated my links? That's weird. He's tanking in yellow line, but he's using a shield. That's really weird. Hey, Drop Tune, so... That's a good question, because in general, like, I'll have periods where I get bored. I don't know if I need to do... I don't think there's another mob here. We're just slowly whittling his health down, but... Oh dang, they're dying. I'm not paying too much attention here. I don't know if it's like their thing they need to do with the stabs and horns and whatever, but... Yeah, I usually just... Yikes. Take some breaks from LOTRO, and I think that helps, but yeah, sometimes I'll definitely go through phases where I'm bored of it, but them recently releasing the Legendary server and kind of just working on YouTube and streaming it helps keep me not bored of it. Okay, it probably doesn't help that I'm so low level here, level 46, and he's 6 levels above me, so I can't do much damage to him. Compared to if I was, like, able to even hit him, even if I wasn't higher level. Yeah. Is that the staff one? Okay, yeah, I can do that one. Okay, so I will be back up on the staff. I need to use this when he says Shadow take you if Annie doesn't get it. I don't know which side I need to go on for that, but I actually need to pay a little bit more attention to this fight then. Probably use my horn or in my handkerchief. got some decent loot, but this fight was actually harder than I expected. I was expecting him to just die real quick. We did kill the little one real quick, the high sorceress. But the other boss, we just, I guess, weren't able to keep up with the stuff and people were getting killed. And again, having the low DPS probably wasn't the biggest help towards us. Killing him faster gives him less chances to kill us. Okay. I don't know where I actually need to stand. I need to be on whichever one Annie is on. So I'm just gonna like follow her for a while. Well, I guess I got one shot. I was gonna say I never used Wisdom of the Council last time, but can't do that if I'm dead. And get one-shotted. It is a good skill to heal me back up quickly. Do some more mastery stuff to this boss here. Killing them slowly again. I have 50 potions. I don't know why she's healing. I don't know if she's casting a heal, but I didn't really see anything there. So I need to go, it looks like, yeah. Here is Annie and where I need to go with her. Looks like I'm just out of range for some of my skills, so I might stand like right here, and if I need to, back up. Not that my skills are gonna do much if they're all deflected, but something extra to do. Oh, I wasn't quite in range to actually use that, but somebody said Shadow take you. Okay, looks like she got that taken care of. I think this is dead. I'm gonna go ahead and toss Annie a heal. Trying to be useful outside of damaging because I can't do that much damage. Looks like she got it again. I just used Knowledge of Cures. I don't know if I'm just too low level. Maximum strength, it might be higher than I can remove from her. Yeah. Okay, so I am on staff duty here. Okay, now Annie's back up. Oh, yikes. Okay, so it sounds like the minstrel that was supposed to take care of Burn was... I don't know if I needed to retreat there. But, the minstrel that was supposed to do the burn ended up rezzing the hunter. Well, I guess I can get a little bit more progress here. Actually, for some reason, yeah, Loremaster has res. I'm actually kind of curious if I have a deed for the res because I never use it. I think the Runekeepers do. I don't know why I always end up targeting Bad Hat Mary when I use get my deed progress here while we're waiting. Got 203 out of 250 with that. That's some good progress. I'm still like trying to be pretty active with the talking in the stream and going over some stuff, but just the distractions of the instance, but also I'm just getting tired here. I'm basically just spamming these 2-3 skills for my deeds. And we're just like, this is the same boss fight 3 times in a row, not really too much to go over that's new. Can look at my messy inventory for a little bit. I'll actually gently use this stun immunity thing. Don't think that counts. I'm probably getting close to the cap on some of these. I would hope. I mean, guess not. But the more I use them like this, the more progress I get, I guess. I just need to use like Light of Hope and share the power so many times that even this puts a little bit of a dent in it, but it's still not that much. It's just gonna have to be like repetitive use of this over the course of many instances like this while waiting for fights and accidentally open the LOTRO store there. Yeah, I'm trying to heal this hunter. I think she's taking, well, yeah, she died last time and she's taking too much damage. I wasn't able to use Cures of Knowledge. I don't know why Yeah, I actually tried, but I think I might be, well, yeah, I think. Yeah, so I was just talking about how I'm trying to use Knowledge of Cures on the hunter, but I think it removes the strength of her things are higher than level 51, because he is a level 52 mob. It's kind of an unfortunate thing. There hasn't really been a problem with my level besides this fight. It's at least making it a little bit interesting, more interesting than I thought it would be. Okay, looks like we're ready to go. Yeah, I kind of forget we have to do this part of the fight. Can use my own sticky tar here. Get double the sticky tar, or at least get wider area for it. So I will use at least these mobs I can go ahead and get my lightning storm and use some skills I can get hits with. Hopefully she doesn't heal like last time. It looks like it is an induction, but I don't think I have an interrupt. Staff strike isn't, is it? Doesn't look like it does. Blinding flash interrupts. I assume that works even if it doesn't. Ouch, that kind of hurt. But I assume I can go ahead and use a potion. I have so many, and I'm just gonna keep getting more. Okay, hopefully we can get through this time. Can summon my links again. Might actually summon my, well, I guess there's no. I can go ahead and use my links. Looks like, yeah, it's a 51, 52 is the resistance, and I move up to 51. Actually had a good use of Wisdom of the Council there. It was something I just didn't really think about. Have to keep in mind that I actually haven't. My Lynx is dying pretty easy, but resummoning it resets its cooldown, so I'm honestly not going to complain too much about that. I assume that's a 52 wound, but yeah. I don't know if you can ever, if there's like any time you could ever even get it removed. Be nice to get some fellowship maneuvers here just for the damage as well. Because I'm trying to DPS this guy. But not only do I not do like all that much damage overall, it's getting deflected. She's got that. Okay, I am here if he cast Shadow take you now. Ooh. Yeah, because he didn't target me until I went into the circle with the wounds. So I wonder if it's... Because I doubt I would have taken, like... Yeah, the Guardian has aggro, so I doubt I would have taken... I was gonna say I'm probably not gonna be the most useful res. He was about to res me, but it was actually on cooldown. Yeah, I died real quick after Annie died when I tried to get the staff, but maybe I should just stand down. I wonder if it gets to retreat. But we did even better that run. Hopefully it doesn't take too long in this time between. Hopefully we'll get through this, because I was already a little bit tired when we started this, but it seems like this boss fight's been going for half an hour. I don't know if it... Probably not half an hour, but maybe even... Looks like we've actually... Maybe we have been going half an hour. It looks like we got to the boss about 25 minutes ago. Oh, whoever left to try and repair lost all the items when they did. So which one am I going on? Oh, looks like stuff. Okay, it looks like we're not going to be able to finish this boss because they left and tried to repair and they lost all their temporary items that say destroyed upon exiting the instance. Hey Joachim Eregion. So I don't know if we're going to try to run this again. If I even really want to do that. I might, if they, maybe if they run something different, I might try and do it, but if they're just gonna run this again, I'll probably just finish my quest. I only need 2 more Holly Tenders, and that's all, like, I was going to be doing. I guess I do want to see the company's path. Yeah, it looks like some of them are kind of tired and not going to do it, so so that kind of works for me. They got work on their deeds, they say, but I got work on my class deeds, like their instance deeds. I might want to defeat one of these mobs, see if they give me a quest item though. I kind of feel like if we had not necessarily better geared, but like a full level 50 group. Guess I didn't get a quest item. Yeah, I got wounded and never removed anything. Yeah, I think it was right when I got onto that little circle. Pipeweed pouch. It looks like that's all I needed for this quest. So we just need 2 more Holly Tenders, and that instance was a complete detour. That was going to be it for this stream after I finished the quest, which was really not much more, but it was still fun. We just unfortunately didn't defeat the last boss because when they left the instance to repair, they lost their items to actually do the instance. I don't... Oh, the summon root, that's what I'm in combat with. It's gonna go full lightning strike. Okay, so... Oh, actually finish share the power. The progress I can do for today, which really 68 out of 300. That's some pretty good for that one. Even though it's still not much. I seem to say that about everything. It's not much, but we're getting noticeable amounts. Like lightning strike, I feel good about that one where it is. Sign of power command, way better than I ever thought it would be when I first saw I needed to use that. Healer, I've got locked progress at 207 out of 250. Can complete that in like 2 days, I think, if I keep up with spamming it. Deep lore, that one's surprising. 121 out of 250, 500. I'm pretty much only using wind lore for that, I think. I don't know if I actually have any other lore skills that actually count as lore skills for that other than wind lore. And then, yeah, I'll hopefully get some class trait points from that. I actually did get a couple of these pages. Looks like, so getting those 2 for trait points will be helpful. So, oh, I still need 1 more Holly Tender. For some reason, I thought I got all those. There should be one around me. guess I'll use one lore while I still need some progress for that. And of course, draw power and whatever skill 0 is. Blinding Flash, that's what it is. Those, so yeah, I kind of just wanted to do a little rundown for myself as well of what my deeds were left. What left I had in my deeds. And getting like Study of the Frost lore, Gust of Wind, those things will be complete pretty easily. So yeah, making overall good progress with the deeds. We'll go ahead and do turn-ins here, and time to start wrapping up the stream. And as I mentioned a few times now, only got one quest set done, but that's like halfway through I realized that's pretty much what my plans were. And then we did Bear Gularan, didn't quite kill the last boss, but that was still fun overall. Didn't get much XP from it, so might actually have to worry about XP if that's the case with all these instances and events that I might be doing. I don't think if I join like a deed farm and kind of like something like that could be helpful just from the grind XP, killing 100 mobs or something. Like each mob doesn't give much XP, but 100 times 240 adds up to a little bit. I guess that's still, compared to the total XP I need, not all that much. But you get it kind of quickly when in a group, specifically deed farming those specific mobs. So it is just a little bit of a concern now that I see the progress I'm making and what. That's just an example of one instance. I don't even know the raids. I have like quests for some raids. Those could make a difference, so we'll see. Got a lot of items. I think I'll just end up vendoring a lot of them, even though they are BOE. Not too useful, I don't think. The medium armor, that's some decent-ish agility, but agility is not worth as much anymore. Thinking from like a warden perspective, even the resistance is a lot, but not really worth much. The regular shield just got some interesting stats, but I don't think anybody wouldn't particularly want it. The warden shield might be interesting because of the ICPR and physical mitigation. So that is something I could hold on to for my warden. Not the runestone, I like the look of it, so I want to save that for cosmetic reasons at least. Which is odd for a runestone, but again, at least for this character, it like perfectly matches his outfit. It's almost like I wish I was a runekeeper for the little runestone, which is really weird. Usually it's something cosmetic that I want basically ignore as much as possible, because it is so insignificant. It looks like I have one more quest turn-in, but oh, there he is. He's hanging out right next to the stable master guy. Ched Eregion. It looks like I have one more turn-in. No, that one's actually added. Ched Eregion. Task. Probably don't have anything. I always check, and every time there's nothing. Monster scale. Monster swings. There we go. Every time it's not worth doing, but I figure it's worth checking still. Yeah, 1000 XP. I don't know, 1000 XP is almost seeming like it could be worth it after a few times, but there's like a limit of 5, still not really. So yeah, that will be it for this stream, I guess. Again, a lot longer than intended, but that's not a bad thing. It just means I'm like pretty tired right now. And tomorrow I do plan to stream. Probably in the evening. I'll try to do it earlier. That's kind of what I said today, but that didn't happen. And I will have probably Hunter, I think, is next after Guardian for my gameplay in the morning. And yeah, that's pretty much what I plan tomorrow on Sunday stream as well. But I'll give whatever update I need to tomorrow. And I hope you all enjoyed this one. And doing Bear Gularan unplanned and starting Eregion. Again, it's one of my favorite zones, so I'm pretty excited to continue it. Might actually need to switch my mount because this one is a little bit white for this zone, but yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this stream, and if you did, please do consider liking and subscribing for more, and thanks for watching and joining, everyone.